My name is Charles Holmes, and I'm the CEO and founder of Hempco Canada Superfoods. Hempco is known as a hemp seed food processor. We've been doing that for about 10 years. Historically, hemp has been known as a fiber source for thousands and thousands of years. It's only been in the last 50 or 60 years we've started really noticing it as a main food source. And in the last 50, 60 years, something else happened. It got categorized as a controlled substance. So even though marijuana or pot is part of the same family of plants, industrial hemp is entirely different in the way it functions, the way it's used in so many different ways and can be used. And that's what we're taking advantage of now, bringing it home, that hemp can be part of every aspect of our lives, and it should be because it's such an amazing resource for humans. What attracted me to the hemp food industry and to be an expert in hemp is my own health. Our food choices are critical, and what we eat is directly related to our health and well-being in our lives. So the vision for Hemp Co is to produce the highest quality hemp seed foods possible and to bring any sort of hemp products available to us into everyone's home. There's three main products that we make for bulk items. It's hulled hemp seed nut, hemp protein powder, and hemp seed oil. From those we make many other items. One of them is hemp meatless items, for instance. We take the hemp nut and grind it up with some other ingredients and make a veggie burger, which is just going through its final testing, and we're looking at marketing that soon. Or we can make the hemp nut and hemp protein powder and mix it with other ingredients to make a bar, or other snack items, or protein shakes. Or hemp oil can be mixed with all sorts of other things like into salad dressings, or something like a non-dairy beverage like hemp milk. So we're thrilled about all the advantages that hemp has because it's such a strong essential nutrient base, and it has ability to be formed and mixed and blended with all sorts of other things. The potentials are unlimited. So Hempco's current processing and distribution center is in McGregor, Manitoba. From there, we are now expanding because of the facility in Manitoba is maxed out with its processing abilities to fill the market demand. So in Nisku, Alberta is a new facility. It's 56,000 square feet opposed to the 20,000 square feet that's in Manitoba. And the production capacity at the new facility in Nisku, Alberta is going to be 6 times what it is in Manitoba. So give you an example, last year we processed approximately 8,000 acres through our facility in McGregor. Our new planting right now in this season for 2017 is 15,000 acres. That 15,000 acres relates to approximately $25 to $30 million potential in value-added sales. The major customer right now we have is in Korea. That weighs in about 70% of our sales right now. About 20% of our sales goes to the US, another 10% goes to the UK. There's a small percentage still here in Canada. So most of our sales are exports to those 4 main countries. We also have sales in Mexico and Australia and Japan. The market potential for Hempco, in my opinion, is huge. When you look at the hemp industry, for instance, compared to the flax industry, flax has been around for many, many years, and it's probably 10 times the size of the hemp industry at this point in time. So if you compare that to pulses, for instance, now pulses is a whole nother world. 16 years ago, there was no pulse industry in Canada. Now it's a $4.5 billion industry. 4.5 million acres was out there. That's what you see the potential could be for something that has such a high quality food source in hemp. So what differentiates Hemp Co from its competition is threefold. Mostly, we are small family business. We start off having to be very efficient with what we do. So we have great economies of scale in how we process. For instance, when we make hulled hemp seed, we have a 42% yield of the finished product, whereas our competitors would have maybe 38%. So that gives us a bit of an advantage. Also, we're very focused on safety measures. So with food manufacturing safety standards coming into the United States, we're focused on having all of our seed be cleaned through a kill step process, which is organic, which is unique to the industry. And as a nutritionist and a food guy, we're very focused on having the highest quality food possible. The team at Hempco is humbling, in my opinion. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, and to have people on your team that are much more skilled than you is really important, because as an entrepreneur and in the corporate world, it needs to have balance. One of the biggest misconceptions about hemp is this thing called cannabidiols, or CBDs. So THC, or tetrahydrocannabinol, which is the substance that people are trying to get access to when they smoke pot and get high, that occurs because hemp has an amazing system of these cannabinoids, which is almost identical to us as humans. We have something called an endocannabinoid system. Your mother's milk has endocannabinoids in it, has CBDs in it. Most plants have it at some level. All their immune system is based around this. Hemp is just unusual because it has lots, and it's very close to the own human system. So when we consume it, it turns our receptor sites on in our body. But if you isolate it by stressing this female plant and put it into situations where it's going to create more THC, which is not normal, we try to access it by heating it over 250 degrees Fahrenheit, it starts to become toxic to us. And that's what that psychoactive effect is when you smoke pot, for instance. If you do not heat CBDs past 250 degrees, the other CBDs that are part of it, about 150 of them beside THC, which is only one of them, if it's in smaller dosage and balanced with the other ones, your body now uses it better and doesn't create that toxic effect. Our goal at Hemp Co and Planet Hemp is to help people understand that this is the most amazing nutraceutical and functional food on planet Earth for humans.